I've been watching your show for a little while. I just want to see why you see things the way you do.
Okay.
So number one, do you or do you not like black people? I gotta ask that first
Why do you say I believe in the Bible?
because I hear you speak about the Father,
When
and
you,
I heard you speak
what
about.
that have to do with the Bible?
So you are not a Bible believer. I'm sorry for assuming. Let me ask: are you a Bible believer?
No.
Okay, so what do you follow?
God.
Who is God to you?
God. Terrell, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Jackie?
All is well, Terrell.
Hey, I was calling you. I had a few questions for you. If
Okay.
you don't mind me asking. I've been watching your show for a little while. I just want to see why you see things the way you do.
Okay.
So number one, do you or do you not like black people? I gotta ask that first.
Do I like black people?
Yeah.
I do. I love black people.
Okay. Okay. Do you like white people as well?
I love white people.
Okay. So you love all people.
I love all people. There's not one that I don't love.
Okay. So in a sense, I've heard you say racism does not exist. I've heard you told people they've been lied to, and I guess the things that we read in the history books didn't really happen. How is so like slavery never happened in America?
Slavery did happen, but it happened years and years ago, and it has nothing to do with you or me or any other white people or black people who are alive today. And I promise you, it has not affected neither blacks nor whites at all in America today.
So when you say it hasn't affected us at all today, you mean in 2024, or do you mean from the last year of slavery actually existing until 2024?
It was something like 150 years ago, give or take, that slavery existed. When it
And you
ended,
saying it has not affected anybody?
right, when it ended 150 years ago, it was over.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing. Is that what
Amazing.
you said?
Amazing.
Oh,
Do you believe
okay,
that
so
slavery has affected your life?
yes,
In what way?
but so in two, I'm going to say a different way than you probably have heard. So today, yes, I have opportunities to get out here, and work, to go to whatever school I want, and I do feel like a lot of people try to play the victim role and say that this white man is holding me back, and that's not the case. You're just lazy and you don't want to work. So I agree with you on that point. But I would say psychologically, if you get where I'm going with that, mentally, slavery has affected the minds of millions in America, black and white.
How
Not
has
just black people.
slavery affected your mind psychologically?
So it affected my mind specifically because just think about if you're younger. When you're a child, your mind is like a sponge. It soaks up everything that, in a sense, it come in contact with. So in school, we've always learned that our people were enslaved, they were beat. I don't know what words I can really say. I don't want to say, too much of what happened, but we know what they say happened during
Right.
that time.
Right.
So as a child, when you hear those things, it's like subconsciously in your mind. Even still, when you're a teenager, you're still a child. I'm 23 right now. So really, I feel like I'm still a child in a sense. I mean, I feel like I'm a grown man. I work and I do for myself, but I still feel like I'm a child.
So
So
did
subconsciously,
slavery do that to you, or the people who told you those lies did that to you?
well, I want to know how you say that they are alive.
So first
That's
of
what
all,
I.
answer that first, and then I explain that. Did slavery psychologically screw you up, or the people who told you those things screwed you up psychologically?
I believe it was because of slavery. You want to know why I say that? Because the people would have never told me that if slavery never happened.
Did slavery tell you that, or the people told you that?
Slavery did it. Like slavery actually happened. Like it was an action that happened.
Did slavery tell you that, or did the people tell you that?
The people told me what happened in slavery.
Did the
Because
slavery tell you that, or did the people tell you that?
You mean like my teachers and stuff I learned in school?
Whoever told you all that stuff, was it the people who told you that, or slavery told you that?
The people told me that.
Had you
They was
never
teaching.
heard those things from people, would you have been psychologically damaged?
You said, have I who?
Had you never heard those things from your teacher or anyone else, would you have been psychologically damaged about slavery?
I can't say what would have happened because that's not the life that I'm living. So
If you
I
have
really,
never, smoke on it for a minute then. If you had never heard anything about slavery, would you have the impression that you have about slavery right now?
no,
I rest my
no.
case. So slavery didn't do it. It's the people who told you that crap did it to you, especially with you being young.
So wait a minute though. So you saying just because if I never heard about slavery, that you saying I wouldn't have basically the mindset that I have about it. But what if I got into the world today, in which I have, and I work in certain places, and I've been treated different by a white man. I see that a white man treats a white man better than he treats me. You don't think just in my mind it will come that, hey, why does he treat his kind or this specific person better than he treats my kind and me?
I promise you,
Like
you
that.
would not have thought that. You may have would have seen that the guy was unfair, but you would not have thought, how did he treat my kind better than he treat me? You would have seen it as wrong. Just like you see when black people treat you wrong, you don't think how they treated my kind as better worse than their kind. You would have saw it as right or wrong. You would have seen all issues in that way, and you would have not thought of slavery. You would not have said it was slavery or because I'm black or any of those things. You would just seen that it was wrong.
I don't know. I had to sit and ponder on that one. I had to think about that one.
Because you only compared it to what you've been lied to about slavery. So the white man treated me this way because of slavery. Black people treat you worse than white people treat you.
You saying in today's day?
Period.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Black people become an independent free thinker. You see.
Now, I believe I am an independent free thinker.
No, you think like the blacks knew about slavery. Then when you were growing up, did the people who told you about slavery, did they tell you that it was the Arabs who went to Mummy Africa and bought blacks from other black people who were aristocrats? They had money and they owned everything. They controlled the other black. They bought them. Did they tell you that it was the Arabs who did that?
So you saying basically the Arabs were the first?
Did they tell you that it was the Arabs who bought you from the blacks and sold you to slavery?
Yes. I know it was black people behind it as well. I'm not denying that. That's something that I'm going to be a realist about. It was black people behind it as well.
And I'm not lying. You know that black people own slaves in America?
Black people own? No. Now that you would have to show me something. Just you could give me a link, a website. You would have to show me a black person owning another black slave.
Oh yeah, some of the first black owners of some of the first owner of slavery. James, where is that city in that state in this, that you and Big Bart was talking about? Some of the first owners of slavery were black people in America. And did you know, we're going to get that information for you here. Did you know
was it slavery or was it servitude, though?
It was slavery.
That's a different thing, though. Slavery and servitude is two different things.
It was slaves.
So they was castrating.
Whatever they were doing in those days, they did it too.
Black people.
Yeah.
They were whipping black people. Black people was whipping black people.
Whatever they claimed the white people were doing, they were doing it as well.
I would have to look into that some more.
They lied to you, Terrell, so that they can control you.
I feel like they gave us religion to control us.
100% right.
So, why do you believe in the Bible if you know religion is to control us?
Why do you say I believe in the Bible?
Because I hear you speak about the Father. And I heard you speak about
what that had to do with the Bible?
So you are not a Bible believer. I'm sorry for assuming. Let me ask, are you a Bible believer?
No.
Okay, so what do you follow?
God.
Who is God to you?
God. He
You
ain't
saying
the
God is
Bible.
God?
He's not the Bible. Let me do this because of time, and we're going to get that information for you and post it up somewhere because the person that has it is not at
Okay.
his desk right now. Um,
Okay.
um, have you forgiven your mother?
Me? Have I forgiven my mother?
Right.
Well, forgiven her for what? What has she done?
Have you forgiven her?
How do you know I have issues with my mother? You funny, Jesse. You a funny guy.
Have
Yes,
you?
I have forgiven my mother. Yes.
You forgave your mother?
Yes.
You told her?
I'm in the process of forgiving my father now.
Have you
Yes,
told
I
your
had
mother
to
you
forgive
forgive her?
Yes, because
And
I was disrespectful as a child. So I apologize, and I also forgave her for everything that she did.
you went and forgave your mother. What'd you say to her?
I said, number one, I took accountability as the man that I am and told her that I was wrong, first and foremost. You know, I said my sorry, apologies, and that. And I forget, you said, what did I forgive her for?
Right.
I forgave her for, I want to say, lacking in some areas that I thought my mother was just supposed to be, because she was the only one there. And I just forgave her for thinking that she was supposed to be, you know, just based like God in the sense in my eyes. You know how a child will look at his mother? Like, she's supposed to be perfect. And I
She is
forgave her for
supposed to
being
be perfect.
imperfect.
But so you forgave your mother for turning you away from your father?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
told
we
her
spoke about
that?
that. I had before. But my father did that to himself, though.
Did you tell
My
your
father
mother
did
you
that to himself.
forgive her for turning you away from your father?
Yes, in a sense. Not like verbatim like that, but
Why
yes.
not?
What you mean, why not?
Why not verbatim?
Like verbatim, how you saying it word for word? No,
Mother, I'm
but I had.
sorry for Mama, I'm sorry for resenting you for turning me away from my father, and imposing your will on me and recreating me in your image. Why do you be precise with her?
So you trying to say I act like my mother?
Why do you be precise with her?
We had an in-depth conversation.
But
We
you
spoken
haven't
about.
forgiven her though for recreating her image.
I don't. What do you mean recreating her in her image? Are you saying I act like a woman?
Did you forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother?
That I'm not gonna lie to you. No, I have not yet. And me and him is going through something right now.
Why
That
not forgive? Go ahead.
No, I was saying me and my father, we, because he not, he not there, and I'm growing as a man. Like I'm the child, he's the father. But right now, me and my father not seeing eye to eye with certain things. So,
Here's what I
but
want you to
I
do.
want
Give this a good try, Terrell. And I don't want to try to prove this to you at all. I want to encourage you to go to your father and ask and listen to him. Ask him why did he protect you from your mother? And you're going to learn something about him that's going to blow your mind and make you free.
all right, I'll give it a try.
And when he starts talking, don't interrupt. Hear him
Okay.
through. It's going to blow your mind and make you free. Let me know how
So
that go. Go ahead.
you believe the man is over the woman?
No, I know that the man is supposed to be over the woman. He was created to be the head of the woman. You don't
So
believe
you believe the
that?
man? You believe the man was here first?
Do you believe that the man is the head of the woman?
I believe he was created to lead a woman.
Do
I'm
you
asking you, was
do you believe that the
man
man
here
is the
first?
head of the woman?
I believe that, yes. I believe men are the protectors and providers, women are the nurturers. And,
Do you believe that the
nurturers.
man is the head of the woman?
Yes. Like the man should lead his woman, yes.
Do you believe the man is the head of the woman?
When you say head of the woman, I don't know what you like, the actual, like her head, no. But I mean, should the man lead the woman and his family and kids? Yes, absolutely.
Here's that information for you. Then I got to run. This is from the University of Kentucky. history of world societies. All right, documented 6,000 Negro slave owners in the U.S. for the year 1840. Another study found 3,777 Negro slave owners in 1830. There were Negro slave owners listed in 29 Kentucky counties, notably Kentucky African American Database.
So they lied to us.
They lied to you, man. And they lied to you to control you.
Control me in what way? So
Making
I
you
could dislike white people?
yeah, and blaming them for anything. I promise you, if you forgive your mother for turning you away from your father, and forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother, and never blame anyone else for your situation in life, as an adult, you will be a free man. And you will have a clear mind, and you will not judge another person, and yet you deal with people in the right way. But you got to work on you so you can overcome the anger.
Absolutely. Where do you learn your morals and principles?
Never, ever, ever, ever learn more. You cannot learn morals and principles. They cannot be taught by another person. But if you overcome anger, you're going to enter into a special place inside of you where they exist, and you will live by them without even thinking about it. Here's the last thing, and then I got to run, but I want you to call me back once you deal with your parents. I want you to go to rebuildingtheman.com. I want you to start doing the silent prayer, rebuildingtheman.com/prayer, so you can come out of your imagination. All thoughts, all lies, all the time about anything. You've been set up.
Okay, I just went through it now. I'll check it out.
Let me know how it goes, all right?
All right. Thank you, Jeff.
Amazing call, buddy.
All right.
Bye. Amazing.